Potemkin4U here, and we are doing a sort of a new live stream that I'm starting today. So to get down to the nitty and gritty of it, I actually I don't think I'm going to continue Garrick at this point. I just found myself getting more and more irritated because it was I don't do well with trying to figure out regular builds on my own, and that just kind of tends to agitate me. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a new one, and I'm actually at High Hrothgar. I'm going to start the Greybeard's quest and start that quest line, but this is the Great Morandil, who is a Dark Knight or Dark Elf Blood Knight. This will make for actually fairly interesting. And so first and foremost, I'm going to go over the particular mods that I'm using on this build. Let that load. And hello, Alan. Okay, so any mod that you see that has a checkmark by it is the ones that I'm using. The Various Dragons mod. This mod actually changes some of the random dragons that you end up encountering. This one actually changes the Arvac mount, and this one actually was, this mod here was made by a friend of mine who has been a really big, or recently a big modder in the community. And so as I do this, or as I do this playthrough, and as I do this live stream, we'll actually get a look at the Dreamweaver Ports of Call mod. It's as you can see, it's a 1.88 megabyte mod. So that's actually quite large for a mod, but it encapsulates so much, and it's just all sorts of fun. And I'll show you how that all works out, and that'll be interesting in and of itself. So now that we got the mods out of the way, let's take a look at the character here. This is Morandil, or rather, once I can get the... Okay, so the lighting here is pretty bad, so let's see. And so what you'll notice about Morandil is, of course, he is a dark elf. Oops. Take off the helmet, and fairly normal dark elf so far. And you'll notice that he's also wearing heavy armor and has a large two-handed sword on his back. Okay, Lydia, how about you do me a favor and wait?
As you wish, my thane.
I don't generally play Dark Elves. I don't really care for them. Their starting stats aren't that good, and their ability, aside from the fire resistance, is not all that great. I mean,
so,
a flame cloak, and that's about all that they get.
This moment in the turning of the age.
And anybody who's seen my streams before will notice that my icon has also changed. Unless you guys can't see that. I'm pretty certain you can, but I'm not really sure if you can see that.
First, let us see if you truly are Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Strike us with the power of your voice.
Oh, whoops.
Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar.
Well, that icon is from Persona 5. This is why I haven't done... No, not Gandalf. Nice try, though. No, that's Arngir. Anyways.
Why have you come?
The icon is from Persona 5, which is one of the reasons that I haven't been really doing live streams lately. Is I've just been so engrossed with that game that I've been finding it hard to do Skyrim Let's Plays and whatnot.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit.
But
just as the Grey Blades have sought
I will
to
try
guide those of the Dragonblood.
seriously to do a live stream like once a week to appease those who pay attention to them.
You are not, whether you are the only Dragonborn.
I'm tired of listening to you, Arngeir.
It is not ours to know.
Blah 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 blah. Anyways,
that is all I can say.
Unfortunately, I would do Persona live streams, but unfortunately, Atlas has been really big about not allowing people to do anything share-wise with it until they feel that enough people have played through it enough to beat it or whatever. I don't know.
You have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a
So I'm just purely unable to do any live streaming or do any screenshots or do any sort of videos with it at this point.
Thus, your dragon blood gives you an
He talks a lot.
ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words.
See my big sword here?
As you master each word,
I'm gonna do mean things with it. Not nice things. Mean things.
Master Einar will now teach you roll, the second word.
So basically the premise of this character is he's really big on heavy armor with two-handed sword with lots of alchemical stuff tied into it. Yay. What is yay about?
But learning a word of power in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragon
Oh. No nice things. Well, I couldn't say what I wanted to say. I've got to watch my language, especially if I'm doing, especially as I'm serving this for my sort of review for the Dreamweaver Port of Call thing. The person who developed the mod would prefer it if I don't do a lot of swearing, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure other people would prefer I not do a lot of swearing either. So I'll try to keep that down to the bare minimum. Yeah, but that's fine though. I mean, again, this is all live, so it may take it a moment for me to see it.
Well done. Again.
But I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not that bad. I wish I had an Amulet of Talos. But there's not many places early on in the game where you can find one without doing a lot of adventuring to find it. Of course, the only real shots I plan on using later on in the game is going to be the dragon aspect shout.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Boring.
I mean, the unrelenting force shout is nice, but it's not really a necessity. I do have fast travel enabled because one of the things that I was finding out with Garrick is that when I did my no fast travel, it made things go by so much slower, and it was just so irritating, especially when I forgot to save, like, in the middle of stuff. And so Like, I would do 30 minutes worth of traveling to get to the spot, then I'd die, and then I had to do 30 more minutes of traveling, so in a 2-hour live stream, that's not a whole lot getting done, so I decided, get rid of it, I don't need it. It's really good if I don't plan on doing live streams, especially since I can't edit these things later and then place them up. So, where I can edit, but the max that PS4 allows me to actually put into a video is 15 minutes. So, even if I take a 15-minute video, I can edit it down and it only ends up being like a 5 or 6 minute video. So it's really not that great. I'm looking into getting a computer and a capture card so that I can do longer and longer videos. Just for the sake of having them. But we'll see how that goes. Capture cards and computers are expensive, so. Alright, might want to equip this shout. Oops. Make sure I favorite it as well, so we can use it later. No, I don't think I have, I don't think I have that, your, channel name. You'll have to text it to me later, or something, I don't know.
Your quick mastery of a new
but I don't believe I have your, I don't believe I have your channel name,
I heard
so.
the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Or do you mean I'm Marco Polo? I'm not really sure.
You are now ready for your last trial.
I don't feel like listening to this guy babble, so I'm just gonna skip this.
True to the way of the voice.
I don't have time for him. Yep, I'm done with you. Bye! Okay, so. Before we move on to the plundering of Ustengrav for whatever I can get my hands on, are there any other questions regarding this character or anything else at this time?
We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
Yes, I know I could have just walked down the mountain and gotten to the town, but I'm being lazy. Ooh, it's a Falmer. Ooh, it's a snow elf. That's how I see Legolas in like 30 years.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Aw, they're cultists. They're cute.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness.
Okay,
None
I'm done
shall
listening to you
stand
people.
oppose him. Time to die.
Guards, get out of the way. I do plan on doing that, yes. Because I know how much you guys are interested in my live stream, so yeah, I can totally do that. Taking your stuff, it's my stuff now. Leave your corpses in the walkway. Okay. Nope. Okay, let's find Klimek. Where are you, Klimek?
I wish I could make my deliveries more often, but Ah, good to see you again. Quite a climb.
Yes, give me my money.
Much appreciated.
Shush and
Here,
give me my money.
Take this for your
Give
troubles.
me my money.
Thanks again for the legwork.
Better not be here to stir up any trouble.
I wouldn't say Diablo 3. They're more Mirax followers. I don't know if you have the Dragonborn DLC, but that's what that is. It's the Dragonborn DLC, and they're cultists for a guy called Mirac who considers himself to be the first and most powerful Dragonborn. I don't need that basket. No, not keys. Alright, books. So, board the vessel, Northern Maiden docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false Dragonborn known as Morandil before he reaches Solstheim. Return with word of your success, and Mirac will be most pleased. Yay! I guess he's not going to be pleased then. Aww. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Lydia, come here.
I'm right behind you. I am at your command.
I know. He is adorable. Take that, Lydia. Take the cultist mask.
Let's get going then.
So, the cultist mask is a heavy armor item. So
Right behind you.
It's really good
I am at your
for
command.
her, especially since, I mean, yeah, it's only a 1 point difference in armor, but that's still a 1 point difference.
Let's get going then.
I don't know why that says -1. I thought my... Let's see, 24... Wow, it is only a 1 point difference. Okay. I mean... okay, so this is the interesting thing... This is the interesting thing about the ports of call. And the Dreamweaver. You'll see these ghosts kind of standing here.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Redwin. Hello, buddy. So, most of the characters, or rather, most of the ghosts that you see appearing, or you'll see appearing in the Dreamweaver mod are friends of the developer, which, by proxy, are some of the people that I talk to generally on PS4. So, no, these butterflies are so hard to catch. I hate them. But I need them for my potions. Thank you, Mr. Butterfly. I thought I saw another monarch. Where did that other monarch go? Oh my gosh, it flew away. Okay, anyways. Does the house Carl fur easily? I don't understand your question. Oh, depends. It really depends. I wouldn't say that the house Carl dies easily. They can take some pretty decent hits before Nordmead. Anyways, they can take some pretty decent hits before they die. It really just depends a lot of times if they can take it, based on certain things such as like if they go down to their knees, or if they drop down to their knees and they're just kind of trying to get back up and that means they're really low on hit points. So if you accidentally hit them, yes, they will die very easily. But if you watch them, or if you're playing like a cleric type character, then you don't really have that much of a problem with it. I personally don't prefer playing clerics. I've lately haven't really messed around with using followers because I find that they more or less get in my way, or they steal my kills.
Good day.
And that's why I do stuff like this.
Still here. I'll head back home if you need me.
I mean, she's close enough to Whiterun, that's where she's gonna go.
Where do you want to go?
And I really don't want to have to end up with her stealing my experience. Because I need to kill stuff. And I can't kill stuff if she kills stuff. So, therefore I can't get the experience that I need. And where I'm going, the dungeon's easy anyways, and that is a slaughterfish. They are vicious. They are not nice. And they're actually quite annoying sometimes. Yay, Morthal.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
I don't care.
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
I don't care. Aha, Nirnroot. I knew I heard it. Anyways. Yep, I'm picking flowers.
What could it mean? Return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that on? Such power.
Then, I mean, if anything, they're not terrible. They're just kind of annoying because it's not that they're hard to kill. It's that they're hard to hit because a lot of times they're underwater, and you really can't use your weapons underwater, so you have to resort to trying to lure them to shore and then hitting them, or hitting them with the unrelenting force shout. That works. I found that that is a very effective method of making them not so living. Let's see. I need that giant lichen. I see you, Mr. Mudcrab. How did I miss that? I just need that. I don't need the crab legs. Death bells. So, you're probably wondering why I'm picking up all these plants and going around picking flowers and all that stuff, and the simple question is, yeah, but really I don't worry about the poison, because unless it's a really strong poison, I'm not gonna die. And even if it is a strong poison, then it still has to contend with the fact that I can, or it has to contend with the fact that I've made like tons and tons of healing potions to deal with that and counteract that. So poisoning for me is not that much of a big deal. But I do have poisons of my own. The reason I'm not really using them is because these things are so weak, it really doesn't constitute using a poison that I have to gather ingredients for. For example, this mud crab here. No, pick up that stupid... There. Death bells. So, little bit of pro tip for you. If you are doing a character that uses poisons, I mean, even if you're just using specifically poisons and not really making your own potions, then you're going to want to stock up on Nightshade and Death Bells. Those are going to be your big things. Both of those have the damage health effect, so you can place them on an item or place them into a poison and then use it on one of your weapons to do more damage. And as you can see, I am just gathering tons of poison. Whoop! Go away. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a beautifully crafted ancient Nord sword that I also upgraded with a steel ingot. So it's not exactly the best weapon in the game, and the weapon is definitely going to change as I move on. Man, that was beautiful. I'm not even going the right way yet. Nope. Going the opposite way of where I need to go. Just because I was looking for a certain alchemical ingredient and I wasn't finding it. Okay. So. Kind of hard to see. Or at least in the middle of the night they're hard to see. I wouldn't say swimming, more like... Oh right, you don't like spiders, period. Well, you're gonna hate that. And let's ignore the fact that they're as big as dogs. At least their venom is useful. Man, you would really hate it if I did Fallout playthroughs, but man, Fallout, they're just so vulgar. Ha! Come back here, Fox. Gotcha! And yes, there was a reason for that. I need their pelts to make leather. Good lord. These spiders are just all over the place. Hey, you stop that. Stop that right now. Stop hiding behind the tree. Aha! This is what I was looking for. This stuff here. It's good for making potions and poisons. No, not that one. Like goats and rabbits, I'll kill goats and rabbits for fun. Well, not so much goats. I do need goats for their horns. But I mainly kill rabbits for fun. And the only reason I kill rabbits is because this game incorporates... It's good for making what, the plant that I picked up? Because the plant that I picked up is good for making potions and poisons. Hence, why I would pick it up. Oh, and if I And during this playthrough, if at all that I'm at an alchemy bench and I just kind of sit there for a moment and you don't see me doing anything, that's because I'm looking up potion and poison recipes. Because I haven't really found all the ingredients and all their abilities yet, so I actually have to look that stuff up because, well, I'm far too lazy to gather enough ingredients to find everything else out on my own. No, it's not for drugs, it's for poisons and potions. Poisons and potions. Because that's what this character does. So, my main thing with this character is the big sword on his back, poisons and heavy armor and potions. Because you won't see me using heal spells at all. In fact, you won't see me using any spells whatsoever. So my magicka is basically a useless stat. Because I'm not using it. Oh, that's cute. They came to attack me. Aw, they're so cute. They tried. I mean, they failed. But they tried. I've already got that. I don't need that enchantment. Lockpick, Warhammer. Lockpick gold. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Ooh. And see, that is another reason I slaughter rabbits. Because they're dirty, dirty thieves. They deserve to die. I can sell all that. It's not, no. That's not going to fetch me a lot of gold. That will. Ooh, stamina. Okay, well, he wasn't a bandit. Let's just get that out of the way right now. He was a necromancer. So, of course, he had an eye. And I took it. It's my eye. I'm going to use it for my potions and poisons. But to call him a bandit, I think that's wrong. Especially since he was a necromancer. Gotta pay attention to the names. Well, I would like to say that there's no spiders in here, but then I would be lying. Oh, 4 people watching. No. Stop it. I think that handled it. And healing potion. Ooh, I can sell that. Nah.
What was that?
As funny as that would, I don't think that works that way. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's just YouTube's algorithm at this point, I think. But that's to be expected of YouTube. I'm surprised I even showed up at all. Ugh, Lord. Go away, Draugr. Nobody likes you. Oh, that was beautiful. Man, I handled that like a pro. I'd make some sort of 360 no-scope joke here, but that's been done right into the ground, so... Alright. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. I mean, it's not like I monetize anything on my side, on my channel, so I do this for the fun of it. Well, yeah, I had a direct line to you. Of course it's going to show up for you. Some people, unfortunately, don't get that kind of thing, and they have to rely on YouTube's algorithm to find things. And we all know that right now YouTube is just terrible. But I digress. I don't need my video being taken down just because I say mean things about YouTube and its algorithms, and I just don't need that kind of stress. I mean, it's one thing to, if I was claiming monetization on this video, to do that, but either way. Yay, more stuff to sell. Okay. I don't need steel stuff. Or at least not steel arrows. Because I don't use those. Ow. Honestly, I'm not even going to get into that because that's like a whole political view thing that I honestly don't really subscribe to, and I don't plan on it, so... Again, I make these videos for fun. I make more than enough money in my job to, you know, just do this for the sheer fun of it, so... Yep, missed. Didn't miss that time. Yeah, I forgot about you. You look like a lame Chuck Norris. Anyways. Although, I wish Atlas would go ahead and allow me to start live streaming some Persona. That would be nice to do. That would be something I would like to see done. But, until they do that... just have to go with this. God, I screwed that one up. Haha! Take out your thighs and your face. Oh, right. Gotta come over here. Yeah, but once I get the vampire... Oh no, spoiler alert. Anyways, once I get vampirism, that's gonna basically be cancelled out because I'm gonna have a weakness to fire. So, unfortunately, that's how that rolls. Yeah, I didn't think I had anything to disenchant. And I'm not wasting any soul gems right now. Yeah, that's something to understand if you go for a dark elf but you go vampire. Your weakness to fire as a vampire is going to negate your 50% fire resistance as a dark elf. but you do get that added bonus of having that 50% frost resistance. So there's an upside, I guess. Like you're trading one resistance for another. That's why Dark Elves make pretty good vampires, because they sort of even things out. So you don't. So I technically wouldn't have a weakness to fire. I would just take normal damage from it. So. But right now, since I'm not a vampire, I don't get that resistance. There's a soul gem over here that I want, so I'm gonna get it. This part's gonna be kind of boring, so bear with me. You do need the whirlwind sprint to access this area. But if you're in here, you should already have the whirlwind sprint anyway, so. Let's come down here. There's a treasure chest. And as you can see, there's amethyst. And of course, it's all RNG, but there is always, 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 oops, a soul gem right under Mr. Draugr. So you just hold X, drag him back. Let him go, grab your soul gem, and move on. Soul gems are nice. I like them. They make me happy. Anyways. I realize for some people this is sort of like a tutorial too. Excellent. Yay, money! And money! So once I get this character up to full perspective, it'll be really good. I'm receiving text messages, or messages in general. I've turned off notifications, so if people are talking through PSN chat, or PSN messages, I'm not getting those. I know there's ores down there, and I would generally go after them, but I really don't feel like clawing around for those. Oh wait, oh okay. I'm reading those numbers wrong. I saw 2 and then 30 and I was like, it hasn't been 2 comments. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh right, 30 comments so far. We'll see. Hey, stop that. That's not nice. This character is going to be a vampire, of course, heavy armor. Lots of poison usage, lots of enchanting. So, and that's how that's going to be. So basically my main focus is, of course, is the two-handed abilities, the heavy armor, I'm going to be utilizing the vampirism for mostly its skills, and of course, who doesn't like the vampire lord form? But otherwise, it's lots of poisons, lots of potions. I care about ores. I need ores to make equipment. That's the plan. Yeah, I do have to admit that the Vampire Lord does look pretty ridiculous. It's kind of terrible. Sort of hate it myself, but... yeah, there are some pretty good Vampire Lord mods on the PS or the PC. But as far as the PS4 goes, there's not really a whole lot of modding that you can do to it to make it look any better. Just because of the way that it's set up. And so, I have to take what I can get. But, I would have to say, in my honest opinion, I have on this mod list so far one of the best mods. Well, I can see that. I mean, again, I don't really personally care for the Vampire Lord form. It's one of the good perks of having the Dawnguard DLC with the vampire form. So it's kind of fun. I mean, and you can't say that the Vampire Lord isn't overpowered, especially with the burst bloodshot. So I don't see myself using or relying on the Vampire Lord with this build as much, because I'm going to be grabbing the Blood Skull blade from the Dawnguard DLC. It's going to be a big part of the build. That's why I'm going two-handed, because as far as I've seen, that's one of the best two-handed swords that I've found. I mean, I took a look at it. In all honesty, and I'm not gonna lie about this, the build actually comes from Fudge Muppet. If you've seen them on YouTube, they have a whole channel where they do nothing but Skyrim and Fallout 4 builds. So, and you can tell that they're really enthusiastic about these builds and they're really passionate about it because they put so much work into even the backstory. I didn't name him Nosferatu because he's a dark elf. I mean, so I went with what I thought, or what I felt, was a pretty good dark elf name. And I gotta get rid of this plate that I picked up. Yay, restoration, a skill that I'm not gonna be using. Cause I don't need it. I make my own potions. Don't need any of that crap. So, but no, I mean, if you're gonna go, if you're going to go vampire, and especially if you're planning on using magic, I'm not planning on using magic personally, but if you plan on using magic and you're gonna go vampire, you definitely want to pick up the Necromage perk in Restoration, which is why Restoration is a good skill to have as even a vampire, because there is absolutely nothing wrong with your vampire gaining extra healing from spells and all of that. And especially with, I don't know if it also affects your conjuration times. I'm not entirely certain if it does. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know. I mean, I'm generally right, but we're not going to get it. We're not gonna get into that. But that's been my experience. If you're gonna go with a mage and a vampire, then yeah, the vampire really does profit from the necro mage perk. So it's really good if you're gonna go that way. A vampire is, I'm not gonna say it's a new thing for me. It's certainly something that I don't experiment with often. I prefer the werewolf form. Like, yes, you don't get the bonus rest or the bonus experience from resting and all of that, but there is upsides to it.
By sure, what do you want?
Like transforming and murdering a bunch of townsfolk for no reason. Other than it was funny. I mean, I've gone on so many Whiterun rampages with a werewolf that
She's already mine, I keep telling you.
it's not even funny anymore.
God. What them? I see.
No, I don't want to use your forge. I want to sell stuff. Stop. Stop talking. Stop talking, Albor. Not gonna let me sell stuff. Fine, I'll go in here and sell stuff. I don't need you.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
What do you mean, what about Riverwood?
Take a look.
I'm confused. The last thing I remember, especially with you in Riverwood, you just loved killing chickens in Riverwood. That's messed up. Yeah, I'm gonna say that much. Never had to die. They were just chickens doing chicken stuff. Chicken things, if you will. Leaks can go, don't need that, don't need any of that. Get rid of that. I don't know why I have those. Oh right, I was saving it for that troll, but I killed that troll way too easily. Conjurer's potion, don't need that. Enchanter's potion, okay, I'll keep that. I need those. Ravage Magica, Extra Magica, don't need that. I mean, I like the Fortify Health, but I don't need just Fortify Health. Nope. I think you misunderstood the whole hero thing. Heroes don't go around mindlessly murdering chickens. It's... How are you already out of gold? I didn't even sell you that much stuff. Yeah, God Lord. I swear, these vendors. How do I still have that? I had that, I got that a lot. Oh, I never sold that. That's why I still have it. We all know what happened to Link when he messed with the chickens. The chickens ganged up on him, and they killed him. Yes, and then the chickens gang up on him and turn him into roast beef. Or ground beef. Whichever one you want to prefer. I don't honestly care either way. But unfortunately, Link ends up dead at the end of any one of those encounters. Speaking of, however, I do need to get a Switch sometime in the future. I've been kind of putting it off, but the chickens of Skyrim are not malevolent beings. They are benevolent, if nothing else.
It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, We don't have an attic room.
They're benevolent. They're not evil.
Make yourself at home.
You have shown me nothing that proves that the Skyrim chickens are evil. Ye of $1,000 bounty off of chickens alone.
So much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
Right, I'm totally... He's not that bad. He's... Okay, how do I know that they're not all evil? Alright, well... Let's take into account one very basic important fact here. And that is the fact of... While traveling through Skyrim, how many chickens have just gone malevolent and started murdering people in front of you? The answer is going to be 0, unless you have some sort of evil chicken mod. I don't even think that exists. It could exist, but I don't think it does. Or at least as far as I've seen, I haven't seen an evil chicken mod where all the chickens become malevolent monsters of death. No, not all. All. See, that's like saying all bunnies deserve to die. Not all of them deserve to die. Just the ones that step in front of me. And... whatever. Anyways... And the only reasons I kill the rabbits that step in front of me is because the game decides to keep a tally on how many I've killed. Therefore, I find it as an obligation that I need to murder these rabbits. That's... At least I have a good explanation for it. I have a counter that I have to see go up continuously. And I'm pretty sure there's a trophy for it. I could be wrong, but... If there is, or if there isn't, it really doesn't matter at this point. It's just that I see that counter in the screen and I'm like, okay, I have to have that go up. Because it feels like wasted space otherwise.
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeard. You are ready.
Yay, this long crap. I mean, you would think by now that people would be sick of Skyrim playthroughs, but apparently they still got like a bit of weight to them, which, I mean, I'm not gonna say I have anything against that. I'm all for it. Yes, Charlie, that is exactly what it is. If the counter for the rabbits did not exist, I probably would not murder them. But the counter exists, therefore it happens. I don't know. It's sort. It seems like a missed opportunity if I just let it go, you know? I don't know how to better explain it at this point. I mean, it sort of seems like with the dragon slain or the dragon souls collected, it feels like wasted space if you don't actually get like numbers going there. So, and trust me, I can actually show you my stats on that one. No, it's not crime, it's combat. And I will prove to you. See, bunny slaughtered 3. I've killed 3 so far in this playthrough alone. Again, it's because that is there. I'm gonna point out something. Have either of you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? And if so, do you remember the rabbit there? And if so, how is me slaughtering these things a bad thing? They could be the same thing as that bunny. They could be vicious little monsters bent on genocide of humanity. I'm saving everyone. That's my point. Try to argue me there. I welcome the debate. They could be murderous, genocidal rabbits for all we know. That's why Skyrim keeps a counter of them. The Skyrim bunnies are evil. I mean, you don't see a counter for how many deer you've slaughtered. Or for that matter, how many... But there's not a counter for chickens. There's not a counter for chickens, so the chickens cannot be, like, plotting against humanity. The rabbits have a counter, therefore they are plotting against humanity. And elvenkind. And dragonkind. Yep. I expose the conspiracy of Skyrim. The bunny counter exists because the bunnies are actually villainous monsters bent on world domination. Illuminati confirmed. And yes, I realize you guys are asking, why is he going back down here? Well, reasons. Good reasons. Or rather, I would guess that not everybody is asking why, but I'm sure it's crossing someone's mind. Bam! There we go. X-Files theme. Didn't know about that. Come on now. Are you kidding me? That's where I lose you? I lose you on the bunny conspiracy, the Monty Python bunny conspiracy? That's where I lose you? Wow. Like I've stated, there's the counter for bunny slaughtered. I can't help that. Bethesda put that in. I feel... If anything, if nothing else, I feel it's sort of like a nod or an Easter egg to Monty Python. And in which case wow. Retaliation against me. Oh, retitling. Okay. Anyways. I would retitle it, but that would take some editing that I have to do, and I'm lazy like that. That's just me. I didn't mean to even pull that out. I just put my controller down. Shut up. Anyways. If anything, I feel that, or at least as in my experience with playing Skyrim is that the whole bunny slaughtered counter, I believe it's a nod towards Monty Python, or even an Easter egg at that point. I mean, it's not exactly hidden like most Easter eggs are, but I feel that it's... If nothing else, I feel that it's a nod towards that. Death breath, or death bells. Gosh, I need to go get the Falkreath house. But I haven't been given that yet. Okay, let's do the Markarth quest. You know, I don't even know anymore. I just know I was being criticized for killing bunnies while I was trying to explain that chickens are not evil. That's the last thing that I recall that actually made sense in this. But at least I'm glad somebody's paying attention. And I'm glad that people haven't left just because they can't hear what I'm saying. That's an upside. That means I turned up my mic loud enough for everybody to hear. That's one of the complaints I was getting beforehand. So, the fact that I cleared that up and have actually addressed that issue, that's good to know. Okay, we are going on 1 hour so far for this live stream. Alright, that's good news. 1 hour, and we've kept a pretty consistent number of viewers, but, you know, like I said, I'm not a huge YouTube channel, so I don't imagine that I get crazy amounts of views. So, I think since we've hit 1 hour so far and we still have consistent amount of viewers. Yes, evil chickens and money conspiracies. Anyways, I think since we've gotten this far, I'm gonna show you guys by far what I think is the greatest mod on the PS4 at this point in time. This, for those of you who were not here during the beginning of this live stream, is a mod that was developed by a friend of mine, so I'm actually quite glad to be showing it off in this video.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it?
I'm not trying to do any sort of advertising for it, but I do believe it's one of the best mods that we have on the PS4 at this point in time. And so, without further ado, let's check out the Dreamweaver. So you'll see this anchor here, it's the Dreamweaver Solitude Mooring. So, here's the thing about the Dreamweaver, and it's a really great mod. I mean, this guy continues to update this mod, and he works really hard on it, and he really doesn't get a lot of credit for it, but he really works hard on this. He's really all about, I mean, we've even got a PS4 community for the Dreamweaver. So if you have the PS4 and you play Skyrim, you'll get to check out this awesome pirate ship known as the Dreamweaver. And this is First Mate Matchfire. Okay, so the first thing that you are going to notice, of course, is the fact that all the crew members are ghosts. There's actually a really good all the crew members and all the other NPCs that you can recruit to be followers, and like this has followers, this has a housing, this has a fast travel system, this has all sorts of awesome stuff to it. The downside to it is with oh, that's Nernroot. Shut that up real quick. But the thing about the PS4 and its the limitations that Sony has put on mod developers is that it has created a glitch called the purple face or the purple head glitch, or it's like blue head or purple head, or it's a really horrible glitch that's plaguing the actual mod developers at this point. Oh right, I should probably go back here and show you guys this before I start heading over here and you guys are like, what are you doing? Well, I'll explain. I already know what to do to get the mod. I've already done this with previous other characters. I really wanted to make sure the mod would work properly without crashing before I started doing live streams with it, and I'm glad to feature it in this live stream. It's developed by Treehawk and crap. I just want to make sure. I'm not trying to like promote anything here, but if I'm going to tell you guys the name of the mod, I might as well make sure I get the names right. But it's Treehawk, and I think Micah's Ghost is the other developer of this mod. Yeah, Micah's Ghost, as you can see at the top of the screen there. This mod has been developed and produced and pretty much overhauled and re-overhauled and overhauled again by these guys. And I'm a good friend of Treehawk, so I'm a friend of Treehawk, so I tend to check it out when he says, hey, can you do like a review for this mod? And I'll try to do a review. Sometimes I'll like misstep and I won't actually do it because I'm lazy, and I accept that. But I did tell him the next time I do a live stream, I would make certain to feature his mod in my live stream. So, I'm going to get on that. If you are playing on PS4 and you are doing modding on PS4, there is the Dreamweaver Port of Call. It is in my opinion, probably the best mod that we've got on PS4. And that is not me just trying to like sweet talk about the developer of the mod. The mod itself is really interesting. One of the things that has happened to me with the mod is, like, the first time I started running the mod with my character, or one of my characters, is I was running a thief, and I stole a bunch of stuff from a bunch of people, and as a thief, yes, that's what you do. So they sent mercenaries after me. Here's the thing, though. If you go to the Dreamweaver, your ship, and you're out at sea, and yes, you can actually go out to sea with this. That's cool. I'm sorry, what did you miss? And I'll just go from there. I'm all about trying to help. What was the last thing you remember? Let's just start there. Because I don't want to repeat random just random explanations for no reason. If I can... Okay, that's fine. I mean, no, I mean, I understand. I mean, the only reason that it's not on Xbox or PC, and they really did try to do it. That's a lockpicking thing there. But the only reason it's not on Xbox and PC at this moment is because they really did try to run it on Xbox and PC, and they tried to install the mod for that, but so many people were having so much trouble with it that people were just complaining to them constantly. So Treehawk and Micah just decided to relish it only to PS4, because if they did anything else to help, like the Xbox and or if they did anything to help the Xbox or PC community, it would have really murdered the PS4 community, which is what they were really appealing to. Because the thing with Micah and Treehawk at this point was they were trying to make a mod that would work really good on the really well on the PS4. So that was their whole starting point for it, because it was like, well, all of my friends are on PS4, so if I make a mod for the PC, it's not going to include my friends, and so that's their reasoning for that. That's the only reason you're not going to find it in PC or Xbox. Just because for some reason the mod doesn't work well on those two platforms. I'm not going to fault them personally for it, because I use it all the time. And I know that may seem rather selfish of me, but so what you gotta do, or the first thing you have to do here is, after you pick up the larceny potion, which I did, because I'm all about larceny. Oh, hey, and that lockpicking book. There's a safe here. No, the safe does not belong to this general store or whoever this person is. This safe actually belongs to the Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver being the boat. So, as you can see, once you pick up this filter of larceny, You can get a lockpicking is 25% easier for 60 seconds. Pickpocketing is 25% easier. That's really the big point about it is you're not really going to need the pickpocketing unless you're a true thief and you're just all about stealing from people. But as you can see, this is a master lock for me, and it is just destroying my lockpicks here. Gah, blast. It's going to be a pain in the neck to break through. Nope. Why did you guys have to make it to a high level? I hate you, Treehawk. Anyways, God, are you kidding me? My character sucks at lockpicking if you haven't figured that out by now. Yep. I thought I was doing stuff wrong. No. And I suck at this. Oh, this will be funny. Let's get some laughs at Potemkin because he can't pick a lock. Ha ha ha. Are you kidding me? Is it? It can't be all the way down here. No, that's what I thought. Okay. Treehawk's laughing at me right now. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, I didn't think it was that way. So, the reason I'm breaking into the safe, and I'll just explain it, is it is good. I was just gonna get to that, Alan. Thank you for pointing that out. Ah, blast. Okay, so what? Oh, maybe it's a little farther. Okay, so let's try about her. What? So to put it simply, okay, I figured this out now. So it's not here, so it should be, damn it. I hate lockpicking, especially if I'm not proficient with it with the character. The first character I did that. Yeah, I know there's a finite number of lockpicks, and I can get some more. That's not the problem. So, to put it simply, what is in the safe is a what's known as the Solitude mooring. What that does is, and
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horde.
I'll actually show you what it is. So we'll go back over to the Dreamweaver at the Solitude mooring. There wasn't another way that they could set it up on the map, so they just went with this method. And how it works is, so you get onto the boat here. This will actually tell you that, you know, a Dreamweaver is a unique ship residence with moorings in different locations. Blah 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 blah. That's all a bunch of, you know, it's just telling you, what it tells you basically is you have to get the mooring in each location. And there's one in Solitude, which is in that safe that I was trying to crack very, very inefficiently, by the way. There's that. There's the mooring there. There's a mooring in Windhelm, and there is a mooring in Solstheim. Basically, what that allows you to do is you can travel to each one of those locations charge free. You don't have to pay for the ferry or the stable master to take you there. But the thing is, without the mooring, you can't go into the boat itself. So you're basically just relegated to sitting outside. That's why I was trying to open that.
Yes.
I was trying to open it so that I could grab the mooring so that I could go into there and show you the inside. But unfortunately, I suck at picking locks, because it's not what my character does. My character would be one of those people that just broke the lock open and been like, there you go. But since there is no quick lock break mechanism or anything like that, like kind of button press that you can do, I'm relegated to having to pick the lock and failing at it horribly consistently. So, now, if I remember correctly, I believe that they still have the test chest up, which is like the chest that they have for testing the mod. I believe they still have it up, and that's the interesting thing about it. They're still doing so much work on the mod that they still have to have the chest for testing it up and running. So if I can find that, I can just get the moorings and be done with it. Did I just stole some elf ears by accident. Alright. That's the kind of person I am. Accidentally stealing crap. Okay. Keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Alright, so. Gosh, I can never remember where he said it was. He said it was at the top of the walkway and blah, 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 blah. I wasn't paying attention clearly because I would know where it was if I was paying attention. T-Hawk to be talking to you right now and having you walk me through that would be nice. Anyways. But I wanted to show you guys this. No, yeah, there's the mooring in Windhelm, and there's the mooring in Solitude. I thought the chest itself was test chest was supposed to be in Solitude. I could be wrong. Or at least I thought the test chest was in Solitude. Wait a second, Charlie. Do I know you by chance? I probably don't, but you saying I think he said when. Oh my god. No, I deserve that probably. Somehow. Oh, don't tell me it changed position on me. Of course it did. Why would it not? Stop! Okay. Aha! So I figured it out. Possibly. Damn it. I don't have a Swedish accent. I would love to say that I had a Swedish accent, but I honestly don't. Okay, so it's definitely not to the left. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna have to buy some more lockpicks before I can do anything else. Yep, I'm only level 8. Revel in that beauty. Anyways. Raise my damage there. Okay. That's what I'll do. So go around and I'll buy more lockpicks. No, I really don't want to. If you have a character that's really good at lockpicking, then these chests tend, or this particular one tends to be no problem. Or rather, none of them seem to be really any big problem. It's just... I started with Solitude because that's, for me, generally the easier one to go after, and I'm not sure why I came to that conclusion. Probably because I'm dumb.
You're someone who can get things
Unfortunately, bandits don't carry the keys to the chest and don't carry the moorings themselves.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent.
So, if anything, I'm going to say that within that trying to open that chest there, or that safe there, I have proved nothing more than proving myself to be a complete dumbass and not being able to know how to open it, or how to lockpick correctly. That's all I've proven. And that this character sucks at picking locks. So I'm just gonna pick some flowers, because that's something that I can pick.
What are you looking at?
I could steal them from bandits, but again, do you see this armor here? This armor is not for sneaking. It's for me running up on things and shoving my sword really, really far up. Well, yeah. Not even gonna go there. Anyways, it's really good for killing things. So, me sneaking is not an option. I can't steal lockpicks. What I can do, however, is buy a bunch of lockpicks.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
That, fortunately, I can do very well, is buy lockpicks.
Everything. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Because I tend to make so much money from my dungeon delves, because I only grab certain gear, and I only grab stuff that I know is going to profit me, so... Like the Staff of Zombies, it's gone. I don't need that. I don't need a Staff of Zombies. Why would I need a Staff of Zombies? I don't summon zombies. Anyways. Proper lock design. Yeah, I get that. But what I can do is, as I'm showing you now, I can sell stuff. All that stuff's kind of important. I come up here to Misk. I go down to lockpicks. Lockpicks. Bam! 7 more lockpicks.
I'd even buy one.
Oh, shut up, Bellathor. I hate you.
If you're looking
Shut up, Bellathor. Don't make me kill you. I don't feel like selling any of my relatives. I may sell a nephew, but I don't think I'll sell anybody else. And only if you offer a good price.
Got some... I don't claim to be the best. Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage?
Misk. 8 more lockpicks.
Don't forget to check inside.
See, that's why I just kill things and loot their corpses, because...
Have you met my father?
Oh right, I forget you're kind of lagged when it comes to messaging. Don't worry. I'd only sell you if I know I got a good price out of it.
Good. Business. Yeah.
I help my father.
Yes, I'm well aware. Yes, Charlie, I'm well aware of the fact that one of my biggest fans is one of my nephews. Ha! Got a problem with that? Not really. I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm fairly certain you don't even care. You're only watching this video because I make the random funny comments. I'm fairly certain, but I could be wrong.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale.
The good thing about Arcadia, however, is I can utilize her for potion ingredients later if I need to. So I'm going to try to give that mooring another chance.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case
God,
of
you are
rabbits?
creepy.
I've got something for that.
I mean, look at her. She just looks so creepy. It's like somebody really went to town with her on with an ugly stick. Just go away. Just go away. I don't like you. You're creepy. Go away, lady. I don't need any potions. Because they assume I'm sick. I don't... Honestly, I wish I could answer that question for you, but... The... Developers. We'll blame the developers. That's what we'll do. That makes sense, right? Blame the developers? Bethesda? Why do people think I'm sick? I'm not sick. Yet. I don't know. Then again, I could have some sort of disease that I didn't realize that I got. Maybe I am. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, no diseases. That's good.
Wait, I know you.
How do you don't know me?
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to work out.
Could be a conspiracy. I don't know yet. Oh, maybe one of the guards saw me trying to break into the chest. Ugh. How am I out of lockpicks? I just bought more. I swear I just bought more lockpicks. Doesn't look that sick, it's just steel armor. Anyways, I'm more confused at the fact that I don't have lockpicks when I was fairly certain that I bought lockpicks. I mean, you guys saw that. I bought lockpicks. Everybody saw that, right? I bought lockpicks and it didn't... And I somehow ran out of lockpicks when I bought, like... I don't think it has anything to do with chickens at this point. I think it is that the game glitched and didn't... show the fact that I bought the lockpicks for some screwed up reason. You know, I could technically message the guy that made the mod and ask him about where to go to... Oh, well, that means you're not at your trading post, so that already makes me dislike you. Get back to where you need to be. Go on, get, go on, get.
Me, we're the only people around who aren't completely
Shut up!
fools.
Just get moving. Go to your trading stable, or whatever you call it. Get. Go, get, go on,
These
go on.
vampires are becoming a real menace.
When I see a menace, I will show you a menace. Go away. Anyways.
May the gods watch over your battle.
Hi.
Whatever you need. The finest
Give me
weapons and
lockpicks.
armor.
Give me lockpick. Ugh.
Aye.
You have failed me for the last time. Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Swear you better have lockpicks. 14. There we go.
Till next time.
Now, before I go over there, let's make sure I have 14 frickin' lockpicks. Because the game has something against me having lockpicks, apparently. Oh my god, it was probably that guard. He took all my lockpicks away from me. Because there was that guard that said, hey, I know you. I think I know you. And he may have seen me trying to break into that safe and decided to take all my lockpicks away. And in that case, I'm not going to murder the chickens. I have no reason to murder the chickens. They have done nothing to defy me. Therefore, they do not deserve to die. Yet. But I assure you, once the chickens defy me, then I will murder them. But for now, the chickens can live. I'm not gonna murder anybody. I have no Again, I have no reason to murder anybody until they define me. When you define me, then yes, then you're kind of asking for it. However, when I buy lockpicks and then I get to the location that I'm trying to pick the lock at, and I run out of lockpicks randomly because I bought more and I only broke one frickin' lockpick to begin with, then I tend to be angry, yes. I realize I'm not the sneakiest of sneaky bastards, but come on. I'm trying here. I'm going to open this. I swear I'm going to. It will open, eventually. Oh, Lord, I hate this stupid lock. And I hate you, Treehawk, for putting such a frickin' hard lock on this thing. Honestly, I don't see it giving to any which way. Okay, usually got some movement there. But no movement there, apparently. Cut! No, that is not the point. Either way, it's raising my lockpicking skill, which is not hurting me, of course. But the fact is, they only give you one filter of larceny, and then nothing else to really help you with it. They give you one filter of larceny and one book to raise your lockpicking one skill. So the point is, I know that developer chest is somewhere near here. And yes, as cheap as it would be for me to take from the developer chest, the point is that developer chest is not always going to be there. There. Get there. Da 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 da. And I know he put it in an obscure location, such as this. Because his thought process behind hiding it was, oh, well, nobody's going to look here for it. Kind of wonder if the Windhelm one is. Possibly, but I don't think that they were done testing the mod. They were still, as far as I knew that they were, or as far as the last update that I remember talking to him about, he was still working on some of the waypoints that you could travel to via the boat. So I don't believe that they were actually done with setting up the mod just yet. Yay, damage. Because I love that. Love it a lot more if I was using restoration, but I'm not. Okay, so because I'm lazy and I'm sort of angry at this right now. The Solitude, as far as I know, the Solitude mooring is by far one of the more difficult ones to get to. Because he just over-leveled that lock. Because his point was he wanted the lock for the mooring to be over the character level, so basically he wanted the lock to level with the character. Nope, not there. I know it's not there. I don't even have to try to look for it there. Okay, go there, and I'm gonna fast travel to Windhelm, see if I can't get into that one a little bit easier. Because all I really need to do is get into one of them, and once I get into one of them, it's significantly easier. Because he may have removed the developer chest, but I didn't think that he did.
Wait, I know you.
You can just piss right off, guard. I don't care about you.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by...
Okay. So, the Windhelm mooring. I know you can't see the boat, but it's here somewhere. What? Vietnam flat? What? Dude, what is wrong with you? I get tired of looking for the fucking developer chest, and I'm tired of breaking into that stupid thing. So I thought the one in Windhelm would be easier to get to.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood.
Good for him.
The gods gave you two hands, and you used them both for your weapon. I can respect that.
Go away.
I wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves in Windhelm got along better.
Okay, so the second chest is in this area. The problem with this is Dingbat here.
I know this place looks horrible. Please, don't hold it against the company.
He generally stands in your way, but as you can see, there's a chest. Of course it's a master safe. God! Yeah, I hate UT. Could have made these things easier to get into. Just a little bit. Ah, blasted tree hawk. Either way. Well, I'm almost hitting the 2-hour mark on this stream, so I think I'm going to end it shortly, but basically, once you get the moorings for the boats, or for the boat, once you get all the moorings,
Never much cared for Windhelm.
you can travel very easily between Solstheim, Windhelm, and Solitude. What makes it really great is if you're in the process of traveling, you sort of hit like an ocean patch, which has like some icebergs in it, of course, because it's Skyrim. But the big point about this is that these folks on the boat here, these ghosts, and I kind of hope to show that off a little bit, but I haven't pissed anybody off enough for them to send mercenaries after me, I guess. But every one of these people has a purpose, and they will, for lack of a better term, they will defend you. Like, for example, we see Matchfire running off the boat here. What are you doing, Matchfire? Oh, look at that. Okay, so something has decided to attack me, and Matchfire has decided, okay, I'm going to murder this. Oh, look at that, it's an ice wolf. And Matchfire being the giant, the giant, that's, if nothing else, that's the proof that that's what I wanted to show off to you guys, is the fact that if, well, good night. But what I really wanted to show off here is that if you're traveling between locations and you happen to be besieged by like mercenaries who have been called on you, your crew members will jump in and they will just start slaughtering the crap out of everybody who tries to attack you. So the great thing is there's also followers. You can get, I think there's at least 3 different followers that you can obtain from this DLC or from this mod. And so if you're playing on PS4 and you check it out, then, especially if you have a pretty good lock-picking ability, then you're going to definitely be able to really see this mod in its full potential. This mod is really good. There, below deck, there's like storerooms and all sorts of stuff that you can just look around at if you feel like it, or even grab. There's plenty of stuff to plunder either way. But it's one of the few, like, traveling boat mods that I've seen that actually does it in a good way, especially for the PS4. So the mod itself is really good to look into. Unfortunately, as I stated before, they couldn't get it onto Xbox and PC, but that was only because of limitations as far as what could be rendered at a time. Not saying anything bad about the PC, but the Xbox was just unable to render it as well. So I would like to say it's the most thorough mod review ever, but unfortunately I suck at lockpicking, so I can't open it. So I can't. The biggest part is the followers and the ability to fast travel, especially if you turn off fast travel. It really works to move you to different locations if you want to. And then there's the added bonus as it's storage. You can plant stuff in there. The mod is really well done, and you can tell that the developers, or the creators of the mod in particular, did really, really well in developing this mod. And again, it's one of my favorite mods to use in here. It's just that those chests are kind of a pain in the neck to get into, especially if you don't have lockpicking as a major skill. But I think for now, this is where I'm going to end this live stream. I'll definitely try to pull up a live stream, or pull off a live stream next week. I have been really trying to do it, and this mod itself has given me a lot of reason to actually throw together a live stream. I may actually, for a more thorough mod, I might actually make a thief character in order to do that, and that will be posted to my channel as soon as I do. But until then, I hope you enjoyed, and well, there's not much else I can say at this point, is there? Take it easy. This is Potemkin4U. Peace.